Howdy, y'all. So, I just got home after a very, very, very long day. I just had my... Oh! There we go. I just had my teeth worked on for the third time this month. And the freezing went away about an hour or two ago. And, it really fucking hurt. It still really fucking hurts right in here. They really went deep, and I had a lot of shit to clean up. Because let me tell you, when you're homeless and you're living in a tent by the creek in the forest, there ain't nothing to brush with. Well, I mean, I was provided with many toothbrushes and many bottles of toothpaste. Thank you so much, Newcastle. Oh, that's not all you gave me. Ooh, honey, let me tell you what Newcastle gave me. Okay, we're going to make the video about that. Yeah, because I finally just got home. And I had to go back out to get some weed because of the pain. So I'm set now. And of course, the medicine is already activated. I feel 1,000 times better. Thank you, Jesus, for the green plant. So anyways, Newcastle. Yeah, when I was homeless, y'all really took care of me. Y'all were number one. This is why I never leave Newcastle. I've lived here since I was 5, and little did I know at, 12, 15, 18 that I would be homeless in this town. And little did I know, and actually shocking to my own belief, it was actually very easy and smooth transition. You would think in Newcastle, being a small, rather conservative, towny type town, that perhaps people wouldn't, oh, that's, we don't help people like that. Why is there homeless in my town? It was not like that at all. Complete opposite. I just hung out at Tim Hortons every morning. I did that when I had a room in Newcastle. I just love to be surrounded by the people. I love that we live in a small town that's very Gilmore Girl-like. You can always rely on someone. You'll always recognize somebody you see when you leave the house. That's my shit. I was raised in that. Thank my daddy for getting me out of ashram when I was 5 years old to go have a good upbringing. Sorry. But yeah, I really gotta shout out people like everyone at Newcastle, Tim Hortons. Back to that part. I'm sorry, I'm getting high and I'm forgetting my train of thought. Oublié. Anyways, so I'd go every day. And when I was healthy enough, because I live with AIDS as well, and when I was homeless, I wasn't on meds, so I was getting very, very sick and having to move every day. When you're homeless, you keep moving. There is no just sitting around being still. Everything's always homeless, just sits around all day. Correction. I'm not the one, and I'm not the two. We're constantly moving. And if we're not moving by our feet all day long in the same pair of shoes we've been wearing for a week because there's nowhere to take them off and air it out, our minds are running. We're thinking about, where are we going to get that next $5 bill? Where are we going to get enough money to get coffee? Where are we going to get enough money to eat? Because when you go to an establishment, you've got to buy something to be a patron. Okay, and then it's called, come on, where's the word? Dignity. Yes, you cannot lose your dignity. When you go homeless, you have to maintain your dignity. You have to maintain your humility. You have to maintain your cleanliness as much as you can, because you really can't. And hence why I'm now having to repair like 1.5 years worth of damage to my teeth, because I wasn't brushing them teeth and drinking coffee 4 to 5 times a day and not eating squat. So think about it, it's disgusting. Oh, it's absolutely vile. Think about the amount of coffee I drank homeless. But we all do what we gotta do. We all have our comfort thing. But no, constantly walking and running or going from place to place. Oops, I hit that over there. Hopefully no one touched it. Gotta check on that. Oh, let's move some of that stuff to the other hiding spot across town. Oh, can't let anyone see me going there. All these things. It's anxiety to the max. It's hi, oh hey, how are you? Oh, good to see you again. You gotta be on all the time. Bing, You can't sit around and look like, oh, poor him. Oh, I'm hurting. Looking at the sky, thinking about life. No. See, I can understand why the people in the cities do that. Sit around on the streets. There's not much to do because it's overwhelming. No one's paying attention to you. There's thousands of people walking through Toronto. That one person, if he's not making a riot, dressing like crazy inappropriate clothes with makeup over his face, he's not going to get attention. if it just looks like a man that lost his job 2 weeks ago, a little bit dirty, still wearing the same clothes, it doesn't matter. Everyone's ignored in Toronto. So I'm very lucky and grateful and blessed to have been homeless in a small town like this. To be quite honest, it was a blessing. People think I'm nuts. Oh, you were homeless? Oh, Travis, I didn't know. Okay, well, your tone suggests that perhaps you feel bad for me. Not the case. I didn't feel bad for myself. I loved it. You know why? Because I had the Lord at my side. I brought my Bible everywhere. There was a time I was sleeping behind Piggly Wiggly on a concrete wall. Behind the dumpster, I would just lay out my summertime sleeping bag. And I'd have Kermit the Frog, my first Build-A-Bear, and my Bible. And I'd clutch it as I fell asleep. Very short sleeps, not very comfortable, but I made it comfortable. I made it comfortable for me. I looked at my situation and said, okay, what standards do I need to set for myself here to enjoy this? I can't sit here in resentment. I can't go to bed angry. I can't go to bed thinking about how much I hate this and hate that. I know better. Because when I wasn't homeless and I was maybe in school and I was a teenager and stuff, I paid attention and focused and learned about things, about inner self. Your chakras, your third eye, your aura, all that stuff. So I knew, Travis, you know better. I maybe one time almost broke down. One time. Out of that whole year, did I once look at my situation and go, I can't do anything. I'm still walking, but I can't do anything. What do I do? I clutched my Bible so hard, guys. I clutched it the whole way. I don't know where I was walking. Because I think I'd just been turned down, and I had just left like my 7th voicemail at the library using the courtesy phone. The upteenth email, not getting any responses from helplines or anything. And people that I knew weren't responding, or I was being ignored, and I was just trying to take it. Lord, this is what I must endure. This is what you need me to endure. You want me to suffer the battles? I know you're with me. You're watching over me. You set this up. So I need to be grateful. I need to be blessed for this opportunity to go through these experiences. But this moment was the hardest for me because there was literally nothing for me to do. My hands were so idle, it hurt. And I walked to Tim's. I needed to cry, is what I needed to do. You don't cry. You don't cry out there in the streets. You don't. The only time I ever cried was once I entered that forest and got into my tent, and if I needed to scream, I needed to scream. If I needed to sing on the top of my lungs, my God, the amount of singing I did in the woods, you guys. I taught myself again how to sing. I wasn't scared of anything, I felt so free and liberated, and I could think my own thoughts and have my own influence on myself and see things happen before me and observe nature. I loved that. No one could take that away from me, and I loved it. So when I got to Tim Hortons and I was feeling like I needed to get into that mood of like I needed to scream and cry and rip things apart, I saw my friend Lisa, and she sat me down right away and hugged me, and I squeezed her so hard and bawled. I said, I needed this all day. So she sits me down. She says, you tell me everything. Tell me everything that's going on right now. So I did. I blurted it out, all mumbled and cried. And she goes, hold on, let me call Suzanne. She runs inside. Tim Hortons calls this Suzanne. Not even 5 minutes later, she's back outside. And she goes, she just wants to talk to you, and gives me the phone. I swear to God. And this woman says to me, all right, is this Travis? Well, I hear your situation, and my granddaughter works at Tim Hortons, and she's the one who gave you that duffel bag. So I'm bawling, and she's telling me, okay, I'm not going to impersonate her. I do a great impersonation of her. Everyone calls her grandma. Her name's Suzanne, but she even said, call me grandma. Everybody does. So I do. But where was I going with this? So basically, she told me over the phone right then and there. Okay, this is my testimony on when Jesus sees you at your weakest, and he shows you he loves you, and he did this because he loves you. Okay, because she said to me, my granddaughter is going to get her boyfriend. They're going to come to my place and get this tarp. Now they know a place in the woods behind the school where you could have at least a shelter over your head, out of the eyes of everyone, just away. And I just started to cry. It's because it's like someone just I was willing to keep going, but in that moment was the only moment I did so good. It's like when you're passing these missions, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, great job, wonderful job, good work. And then maybe on the 8th mission, you finally plummet. Ooh, 1 star. You gotta try this level again. You can't advance. That was my moment. And God doesn't sit there and go, haha, you finally failed. He goes, wow, you came this far along. And now is the day you're going to finally break and feel, you know, and then reevaluate again. That's what you do. You come back up. You come back up. So after that call, knowing there's someone there, an anchor, someone wants to help me. And God, all the prayers, all the verses, it all led to that moment. So next thing you know, I'm sleeping in a tarp by the creek. And her granddaughter helped me out, and the granddaughter's boyfriend. And I lived out in there for a few months until my dad helped me out. We put a tent out there, a little more hidden, much safer. Because I know for 3 days I slept under the tarp. And the first night it rained, so I'm looking around, and I'm seeing the rain all around me. I'm like, yes, oh my God, this is great. I danced under there, I was screaming. 11:11, timestamp. Yeah, I was jumping around. I had Kermit the Frog. And I was like, we're here, Kermit. We made it. Anyways, so it's just emotionally, it was beautiful. So anyways, second night was okay. I started to feel a little rough waking up. It was the 3rd day I woke up covered in bites, like ants, everything. And, you know, I didn't even realize, because once I got up and wiped it off, I saw all these bugs moving, and I thought, fuck, all day itching my legs. So now I'm dirty, I'm smelly, and now my legs are covered in red marks. So it's like I knew everyone's going to judge. But I've tucked that away. Me and God are walking into Newcastle from this forest. Me and Jesus are walking into Newcastle from this forest. And nobody else matters. But you know what? I was shocked, because it wasn't just, oh, nobody else matters. I started getting all kinds of you know, happiness from people. The energy never dies in Newcastle, ever since I was 5. And then being homeless, you're so caught up in yourself, what you look like on an outside perspective. Then all of a sudden people are giving love. They're being generous, buying me coffees or giving me some change or listening to me while I sang in front of Tim Hortons. I sang and danced, sing and dance all of my own songs in front of Tim Hortons day and night. And being homeless, way overnight. I'd wait for my one friend, the same granddaughter of the grandma, my street grandma, I call her. You know, people have street mamas, like moms that take care of you but don't let you in. She's my street grandma. So the granddaughter, I'd always wait till she closed at midnight. Blake. And we would just sit out and talk for hours. But you know what? When she left, between the hours of like 1 and 3 a.m., there I am cleaning the parking lot. I picked up every last piece of garbage and sang, because I'm still high off my coffee. This is the first time I'm alone by myself in town. Because the moment I enter town, I'm entertaining someone's attention, and or I'm telling stories, or they're telling stories, and I'm listening, catching up. You see everyone you know. So for me, it's like swimming through like cactuses. I mean, not to say y'all are sharp or pointy and you hurt me, but like closeness, and it's like, ooh, you gotta be careful. I'm very delicate with people. I like to give people the time of day. Even if I am busy, and all of a sudden I see someone, like when I was homeless, all of a sudden I had to do this, and I have to keep a smile to be, even though fuck, my legs hurt. My hips are so fucking sore. Those bug bites on my leg are really itchy. Oh, really? She's 5 now. Oh, fuck. Did I drop that $5 on the way here? You know what I mean? Okay, my phone's going to die, so we'll do a part 2, but